So let's talk about Pumpcoin. Pumpcoin I've covered previously as well, and it's sitting at 008 right now. And look at this hero. I mean, look at this amazing pump. But of course, that's not the actual reality. The actual reality is way different than what we see here. But pump, of course, it doesn't show that on the charts. I'll show you in just a second what actually happened in Pumpcoin. This is the actual reality. When it was launched, it went down and crashed more than 70%. And then it tried to go up, and again it went down to similar prices, and now it has gone up, and it has only gone up 14% from its starting price. So it's nothing crazy, but of course if we ignore all of this, then it looks like what an amazing ride. It looks like more than 100% move. But look at this coin, 116% move. Amazing coin on the planet, achieving everything. And we completely ignore everyone who got fucked up and lost their money to pump. But anyway, I mean, it is what it is. We don't care about any of that part. What we care about is what to do with it. We did discuss this chart last time as well. We talked about how pump can perform, and if you have watched my previous video, we had this chart. So we had a support here, we had a resistance here, it held on to the support, then it went and reacted to resistance, then came back to the support, and of course it went up here. Now I wasn't around, otherwise I would have told you this is a clean double bottom structure, which is a bullish structure, and on this structure it can go up. Now of course the deliverance that I would have offered wouldn't be this high. I think what I would have offered would have been, just a second, it's 2.6. I would have offered up to 0. Oh, I would have offered it, okay. I would have added 2 more cents to it. Not 2 more cents, it's 002, okay. So it was sitting at 002, this is 004, 006 would have been the ideal target. Now this is a bit more than 006, it's actually 6.1. But I think pretty much up to here would have been the maximum deliverance. Up to 005 would have been the minimum deliverance that I would have offered on this double bottom structure. But anyway, it is what it is, what has happened. Now the question is, where do we go from here? It's simple. This is the area of support, 006. As long as this continues to hold, you can expect Pumpcoin to lose a 0 and actually enter the area of cents, which means it can go to 1 cent from here if it continues to hold 006, because everyone that has had invested in Pump at the day of launch, they all got screwed up. They lost 70% of their wealth. They ended up selling at the bottom. It's pumping because of that. If they hadn't sold, it wouldn't have pumped to begin with. So they took a hit. All those who had invested $1 million, they lost $700,000. 100,000 were invested, they lost $70,000. So people have paid the price. Sacrifice has been contributed to the chart. Now finally it can pump until the other unlock happens. So there is room for growth, and I think that the maximum amount of time you have with Pumpcoin is till the end of year. After that, it is going to be again a shit show with Pumpcoin, because coins like this that are that have room for overinflation, at the end of the day they do go below its starting price, the launch price, and they keep on creating new lows. And it would come as a shock, but you can look at examples of TIA, Arbitrum, ICP, and so many other projects out there. Not only it relies on Solana. If Solana is performing bad, this will perform bad too. It is like Jupiter. Jupiter and Radium cannot live without Solana. Same is the case scenario with Pump.fun. But other than that, like I said, this is an overly inflated coin. So with the passage of time, inflation keeps on kicking in. So the maximum time you have with it is till end of December. Now, what do you do with it? Well, as long as it continues to hold 006, we expect it to shoot up towards 1 cent, lose a 0 and hit 1 cent. But if it loses the 006 area, that should be a question as to what do we do if it loses the 006 area, because right now it is sitting at 008 as we speak. As long as it continues to hold 006, it continues to go up. But if it loses the area of 006, what happens? Well, it goes back to the previous neckline support area of the double bottom, which is 004. And that's pretty much it with Pump coin. There is nothing else to add. I'll see you in next video. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions or I have touched on a topic and you expect me to explain a bit more, I'll try my best to explain that to you in the comments. Leave a comment, and I'm not going to tell you to like and subscribe, because if you're not interacting with the video, or if you're not subscribed, you're not going to see all the 10 videos that I make every day. You're going to miss out on it, and I think you are educated enough to understand what to subscribe and what not to, because if you want to miss out on it, then why not? It's for your own good, and you should know better what is good for you.